Well, I'm just gonna outright say it. Roblox effed up. They effed up really, really bad today, guys. They effed up really, really bad. Actually, not even today. It was yesterday. Yesterday, they effed up really, really bad by, first of all, they decided to unban him, like, what was it, twice? And it's just, it's just disappointing how, despite all of the complaints from the community in Roblox for the past few years, Roblox still has not fixed their moderation. Like, this isn't even an issue of individual games anymore. It's an issue of moderation, and it's frustrating how Roblox is not fixing it despite all of the complaints from big YouTubers and small YouTubers alike, and developers, people on Twitter, in the Roblox community, you name it. People have complained about it constantly, and Roblox has not done anything to fix it. And this is frustrating because I was looking forward to this event. The hatch was going to be the biggest event in Roblox history. We haven't had an egg hunt in like 5 years. And now it's like some of my favorite games aren't even going to be in the event. The event itself is very, very simplistic. And it's like, I don't even know if it's like worth streaming or making content on anymore, or if it's even worth playing. Like, if there's games I'm not even like really playing that much, or if the event isn't even going to be that hyped over this drama, then like I might not even play it. I might not even bother with it. Like people might just get turned off like they did with the games event. Like the games event was a little frustrating. Of course, the haunt was very, very frustrating, and now the hatch, like now it's even more frustrating, and it's been an issue of Roblox moderation across like the past few years, and I just wish they would fix it. Like, just fix it, Roblox. Fix your dang moderation, and everything would be so, so much better. But we're gonna dive into the news. Definitely the most devastating news of the year, but we're gonna dive into it. So, I was looking on Twitter last night and this morning, and I just see a bunch of Roblox games dropping out of the event. Piggy and Pressure have pulled out of the Hatch event. Piggy, one of my favorite games of all time, is not going to be in the event anymore. Neither is Pressure, and Pressure's event, I'm sure. I mean, their lobby's pretty cool. Um, like I'm sure they would have done a good job at like hiding their egg and stuff. And yeah, like it's just unfortunate that these two games are dropping out. And then Asimo, so there is some good news to this. There is some good news, so we have a little bit of optimism in this video. So Asimo tweeted out that so Teddy, for those of you guys that don't know, Teddy makes borderline condo games. Some of his thumbnails even have like, like the weird physical stuff you can imagine in condo games. And the good thing is that Roblox did decide to, or one of the developers on Roblox did say that Teddy isn't going to be a part of the event anymore. So I mean that's a good thing. So they did he's not taking part in it anymore. So that's a good thing, I mean that's a good thing. Maybe the situation will calm down a little bit after hearing this news, but honestly at this point I don't think it is. Um but yeah, so there's the statement, of course. High developers wanted to officially affirm and reiterate that Teddy will not be a part of the event. Um so I mean, that's the one plus that comes out of this. But then I see that Doors is not going to be participating in the hatch. And apparently they're coming out with another update, so I mean that's cool. But I said on Twitter, slowly but surely the hatch is becoming an unworthy event. Developers are leaving due to Roblox's wrong decision. Roblox really screwed up here. And I feel like that's a good summary of what's happening. Like, Roblox made one major mistake, and now like the event isn't even like really, it's not as valuable to play anymore just because of what happened with the situation. And the situation is disappointing because it's like Roblox needs to listen to the community more. Like, they need to, there needs to be some sort of like community forum. That's what there needs to be. And I feel like if they had that, like, everything would just be so much better. Like, Roblox would be able to interact with their community. They would be able to put on good events. They would be able to get advice from, different people and developers in order to make events. And, like, I just hope they do that in the future, because if they don't, like, I have a feeling that Roblox could actually somewhat fall off as a platform regarding like their community interaction and everything. And I mean, it already is, don't get me wrong, like it's already fallen off regarding its community interaction. Like, I feel like they do take steps up regarding it and then they take a bunch of steps down. Like, Roblox has been flip-flopping up and down regarding their interactions with the community. But honestly, though, this is a big flop down. This is definitely the worst flop they've had probably across years. Um, so, yeah. But next up, though, I see this morning that Bloxburg is also not participating in the event. And, like, there's just a bunch of popular games dropping out. And that's what's disappointing about this, is that because these popular games are dropping out, the Hatch event itself probably isn't going to have as much, it's not going to have as much traction as it would if these games are in the event. Um, you know, but, um, But yeah, Bloxburg pretty much is just planning on working on other projects, similar to what Piggy is pretty much doing too. And Devon even created a Roblox game, Angels versus Devils, that's also pulling out of the Hatch event. So, also Devon said his game had an explosion rivaling Grow a Garden. That's pretty interesting. Um, but um, but yeah, so Devon's pulling his game out of the event. Arsenal is also not going to be in the hatch, which is also unfortunate. And Creekcraft tweeted this out, and honestly, this is what Roblox should have done from the beginning. Ban Teddy, which they kind of did. I mean, we don't know if Teddy left outright. We don't know if, if Roblox kicked them out themselves, which I feel like could be the most likely thing, but still though, it was a few hours after after they let him in anyways for, I don't know, some reason. Like, I'm not sure why. Like, I thought Roblox for sure would have had better moderation when it comes to figuring out what games are appropriate. But, yeah, Creek also said, though, we need an egg hunt like the Oakdales. And honestly, like, that would be an exciting event, And it's not like the event has to be long. I feel like Roblox is this idea that, like, we need super, super long events to keep us entertained. But no, quality over quantity sometimes. Quality over quantity is key. And I feel like this is something that Roblox needs to do with an egg hunt event. Like, quality over quantity. Like, if the event only takes like 10 hours, that's fine. If the event only takes 8 hours, I'm cool with it. Like, as long as the quests are good and as long as the storyline is good, like, make an egg hunt with the main story. Like, that would actually be cool. Like, you don't necessarily need a bunch of developers. I have an idea. Hire Russo, Sabrina, DJ. They create RB battles. Fund them the money to create an egg hunt event. And I'm sure we'll get the best egg hunt in Roblox history if they worked on it. And, and then once that egg hunt's created, like, promoted in the events section, have people come to it. And I'm sure millions of people will go play a Roblox egg hunt story game. Like, I'm sure of it. Like, I'm sure of it. Like, make it like Kingdom Hearts 3 or something. Make it really, really cool, Focus on the graphics. Focus on the quality of the game, Make sure the game is good regarding all the quests. Like, if Roblox does something like that, like, if it's just one game even, because here's the thing about hopping to multiple games, right? Like, here's the thing about, like, hopping to multiple games is that, like, it's just kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And, like, multiple games in an event, like, it eventually gets tedious. Like, if you have like 5 or 10, I feel like that's fine. But if you like literally go over like 25 or 30, then eventually the event itself just starts to get tedious. And especially 1,000 games, like, that's going to be a very, very tedious thing. And this is something I don't think I necessarily mentioned before. But yeah, the event's going to eventually get tedious. Like I said before, if Roblox doesn't structure it right. But at the same time, though, I haven't heard anything about it being timed. Like, I feel like if you had the event timed, it would be more suspenseful. And, like, do it in a race. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, have like a race to the finish kind of thing. But it seems like Roblox isn't doing that. And, like, 1,000 games, it'll just eventually get tedious. And, and especially if everything is just searching in the lobby. Like, the event itself seems to be really, really redundant. And it's unfortunate because, and sure, yes, like, the quests thing can get redundant in the past events Roblox has done, but each quest is different in each game. And I think Minituner L Splash says this in one of their tweets. but they said that like there isn't really much creativity involved. And I mean that's true. Like the event itself isn't really a creative event. It's more redundant than it is creative. And like developers aren't necessarily kind of free to do whatever they want. It's just like place an egg in the lobby and that's it. And if Roblox had something like this, like if they had something like this, like the Great Yolk Tales, or even if they had something like the 2020 Egg Hunt, I'd be fine with it. But if they had something like 2018 and kind of did like a Roblox story game, like that would be really really cool. Like that would be amazing. Like it would be amazing. I mean, I love story games myself. I love story games, love boss fights. Like that'd be really really cool. So I feel like if Roblox did something like that, like I don't even care if the event is delayed to like 5 years or 2 years, or if it's even delayed to like this April. Like if they make like a story game event relating to an egg hunt, like that'd be awesome. It would be awesome. But yeah, so Minitoon pretty much posted this whole tweet thread here. Minitoon pretty much said that, because they decided to add Teddy in the event, they decided to add a bad actor in. They decided to Minitoon decided to drop out. And, despite Roblox actually taking action on him, Minitoon still isn't planning on going into the event. And yeah, like there just isn't really like there isn't really much the hatch offers developers either, as well as players. Like with players, we're gonna collect the eggs, but what exactly will we get when we collect all the eggs? Like it doesn't seem like there's any prizes or anything. And I've heard from you guys that the eggs could potentially be the same in some games. And like if that's the case, then like is the event really really going to be worth playing? Like is it going to be worth going through all 1,000 games? Probably not. And yeah, so this is another part of Minitoon's tweet. And and then here's the Doors devlog. So yeah, so the creative freedom of the hunt was perfect. So pretty much what Elsplash kind of goes into, he kind of goes into, the creativity and how the developers were kind of notified late. That's another thing too, is Roblox's timing. Like if Roblox's timing was better on events, like I mean I feel like they notified us well in advance regarding the event. I mean that's not something I'm necessarily disappointed about. Like they did good in that note. But like, I mean, if they give the developers more time, like maybe like a month before the event or 2 months before the event to create something really, really good, like just pick 10 games, have them make really, really good quality, like story quests. Like you can even do that. Like it doesn't have to be one game, but you can have like 5 to 10 games where, they're all part of this like egg hunt event story. And I think that'd be something really, really cool that you can add in. So yeah, L Splash pretty much posts through this whole thing. And apparently, if they were selected through an algorithm, then like, why Roblox? Why? Like, like AI is an innovation, but it has its faults. And like, like the fact that they like, why didn't you have people select the games for the events, Roblox? Like, like just why? Like why didn't you have people select it? Why'd you have an algorithm select it? Having an algorithm is possibly the worst thing because if it's just randomized, then like there's no moderation involved whatsoever. But anyways, we'll move on from that. And yeah, it looks like the event apparently focuses on generative AI. Um, you know, and yeah, Owl Splash pretty much says that it doesn't feel like an event. And honestly 2 to 3 minutes, it doesn't really feel like too much of a full-on event. I mean, it feels like a little segment of an event, which is what each Roblox game would kind of be in this case. But it's not even a big segment, it's just like a small showcase of the game and that's it. And they also say, I believe, that like chances are people will just get or just gonna get the egg and leave. Like honestly, that's probably what I would do. I would just get the egg and leave the game. I would probably never go back and play the game again. See, the other thing too is that just searching for eggs in the lobby, it doesn't even showcase like each game's unique features. I feel like for each Roblox event, like each game should be able to showcase its unique features, and that's how you can make the events fun. Is like you can make the event different by like allowing each game to kind of showcase what it is. Like if you had MM2, if you had Piggy, if you had Doors, like I feel like for the events, like for the quests and what you have to do to find the eggs, I feel like you should showcase like like how each Roblox game can be unique, like express that unique creativity and express like the differences each game brings. I feel like that's how you would make a good event. not just by having the same exact redundant thing, because eventually it gets boring. Um, but yeah, so Roblox RTC pretty much said this. So yeah, the official Teddy is the developer that, made these weird borderline condo games, and pretty much this is kind of where all the drama kind of circulates. But yeah, Roblox said they won't be a part of the event anymore. But still, though, it's just disappointing. And I just wish Roblox would have better moderation. Like, fix your gosh darn moderation, Roblox. Like, figure out some way to pick games right, and like Roblox, okay, here we go. I'm gonna go into what I've heard like a few days ago, because I go to mass and everything, and I heard this one homily, that said like, you have the ingredients, but you need to use those ingredients to make the world a better place. And I feel like that's what Roblox needs to do. Like, they need to use the ingredients they're given better. Like, because don't get me wrong, Roblox is definitely trying. Like, I know, like, Roblox seems to definitely be trying to give us events. However, I feel like they're going about it the wrong way. And I feel like one way that, they could kind of use their skills is talk to some more of the YouTubers, talk to some more people that are primarily speaking in the Roblox community. Like, talk to Creecraft, talk to Russo, Sabrina, DJ, talk to, man, like talk to Flamingo even. You know, like Flamingo is a big iconic staple in the Roblox platform. And I feel like if Roblox just talked to even the YouTubers more and the developers more, like if Roblox is able to fix the patches in their communication and in their moderation, like I have a feeling they could probably pull off one of the best events of all time. Possibly something even better than Fortnite. But it's just a matter of communication. It's a matter of focusing on quantity over quality, and it's a matter of just making these bad mistakes despite all of the good stuff that's happening. Like, Roblox is growing as a platform. Like, that's noticeable with Grow Garden. Like, Grow Garden is actually having good stuff because you have a developer that's communicating with their community before the events even begin. And like, Roblox just needs to do the same thing Grow Garden does, and just kind of do that same thing. Like, like communicate with the developers, or communicate with the players, communicate with the developers, and like, just interact with the community more. Like, if they're able to do what Jandal does, if they're able to do what like Minitune and Asimo do, like if Roblox is able to do that, then I have a feeling we can have one of the best Roblox events of all time. But the hatch does not seem like my expectations have definitely lowered for the hatch. Like, I don't think the hatch is going to be as good, honestly, as I expected. Like, and I thought that Roblox would have had, and usually I do have high expectations for things, but it's just unfortunate. It's just disappointing how Roblox cannot fix their gosh darn moderation and just do the events right. Like, I feel like Roblox is kind of overthinking the structure for their events too. Like, if they simplify the structure for it, and if they just like simplify the quantity of games, like if they just come up with like a bare bones simple event that has like a good storyline, like that's all we need. That is all we need. That is all we are asking for. And yeah. So thank you for watching my TED Talk. Um, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully this hatch event, hopefully there's a turnaround. If they cancel it, maybe we'll come back with another event. But who the heck knows at this point? Who the heck knows? But actually, though, real quick. See, Roblox, this is an idea you could have done from the hatch. Like, pick like 10, or how many eggs were there? 20? Pick 20 games. Have each of them be part of like a main storyline that you start with in the hub. And you're able to fight like all these different bosses, complete all these different quests and everything, showcasing how each game is unique. And then after players go through those 20 games, they have to fight a final boss in the hub to finish the story, and then boom. That's it. I feel like that could have been an easy way to do the hatch event. But yeah. Like honestly, if I was a part of Roblox, I would do my best to make sure that the events in the community were good. I would interact with the community. I would validly interact with the community. And yeah. But yeah. Hope y'all, but yeah, hope y'all have a fantastic day, fantastic night. Peace out.